Well, hi, Nikki. Let's just begin with a little bit of background. Tell me about yourself.
Gotcha. Nikki Marcano has been in Alaska about, oh gosh, probably 30 years now. Traveled around a little bit from southeast up to here, landed here, and I love it. I love the peninsula. It's a great place to live and be. I landed at Frontier Community Services about 15 years ago, roughly, maybe 14. I lose track. And I started off as a direct support professional, as a DSP, and found that I really fell in love with helping take people to work at job coaching. So I just worked my way up that ladder. Currently, I run an individual placement and supports program and a vocational program. So we house both of those here, and they're phenomenal, phenomenal programs to be in charge of. And still do a lot of DSP work.
Well, it kind of runs in your family, I understand.
It does run in my family for sure. Yes,
Tell me
my mom
about that.
has been a DSP for as long as I can remember. We grew up, um, we were always exposed at a young age, letting us just grow up in a really diverse home. Um, and as I grew and I tried different jobs, I learned that, my rad outlook on life and my positivity really could make a difference in other people's lives.
So, how is it that you decided to get started even doing this? Was it just knowing that your mom did this and that's how you got attracted to it?
Well, yes and no. But actually, I was in the mall one day, and my mom was working with this young lady who was just all over town all the time. I was in the mall with my little group of friends. I think I was in like eighth grade or something like that, hanging out. And here she comes up, just a bobbing along and singing and dancing. And even out of that little group of people, everybody was just like, whoa, everybody was weirded out. And I was, and I walked right up, gave her a big hug. She's been in my home, like we've had dinner together. I've known her for years, so it wasn't anything different. And then I just took that opportunity to introduce her to my friends and um, encourage my friends to have conversations with her. And she just became part of our little clique. Even though we were in eighth grade hanging in the mall, she would come hang with us. And that then developed six people that went out into the world to do beautiful, awesome things as well. And just be able to share that. Like, don't be afraid. It's okay, you know. And that's what really drew me in. That's what hook, line, and sinkered me.
You work with a community that so often the rest of us don't get to see. What can you tell us about the need for people like yourselves, the need for direct support professionals in our communities, especially in Alaska?
I wish everybody would just come apply. I feel like if you're friendly, and if you care about people, you can learn. And really, if you want to make meaningful connections, some of the most meaningful connections you'll ever have in your entire life, you want to see people succeed in life and you want to be there to support them when they fall, this is definitely an excellent line of work.
As you look back on your career, um, are there any are there any people that you've come to work with that stay with you? Um, I can tell there is.
So
You
many.
haven't.
There's so many. I don't ever really lose connection with people. I try very hard to keep those connections. I focus a lot on creating lasting, real relationships, and I really let them see who I am, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I take the time to learn who they truly are outside of what you read in their book or the medical model of that person. And and that allows me to develop relationships on such a just an amazing level that I still communicate with them. So I have a young lady that I worked with in Ketchikan, Alaska, and that was probably a good 20 years ago now. And I was her DSP. We would just hang out every day, do different things. I helped set her up with an email, and she still has that email to this day, and we still communicate to this day with that email.
We're taking this time to honor and thank people like yourself. Do you have a message for your fellow direct support professionals that you'd like to deliver?
Thank you. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for the hours you pull. I hope that every single one of you out there has a really good support group for you. If you don't find one, it's amazing when you have people that you can bounce some of the struggles you have at work off of. It's amazing when you have a good senior management team that really has your back and you can go to with some of these questions and and share with them what is your best, what works for you. So I give every person I supervise a list, right? And on that list is how you like to be recognized. Some people do this work and they really don't care for recognition. Some people really, they want that employee of the month. Share that. Don't be shy to share that. I mean, I like recognition. I love it. It's good stuff. You know, I'm necessarily like these interviews, but I like the recognition part. And that makes me feel good. So um, advocate for yourself. Definitely, as much as you advocate for people with disabilities, advocate for yourself as well.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute honor to speak with you, Nikki. Thanks so much for taking the time.
For sure. Right back at you, man. Be safe down there.